Okay, in this episode, we'll go ahead and continue with uh, Chapter 3. We are doing exercise 3-2, and we are on page 3-24 doing DoorDash 36. And so let me go ahead and Control-Shift-Save. DoorDash 36, okay. Let me replace it. Alright, so we need to start with a rectangle. We need to make the door, the actual wood door. Alright, so we know that the width of the door is 2 inches, tab, and 36 inches for the size, the length of the door. There we go. Alright, and we know from here to here is 36 inches as well, or 3 feet. So 36. Now the book tells you to use arc. I don't like to use arc, I like to use circle. And the reason why I like to use circle is because it gives me a perfect arc where if you go to use arc, it's not going to be as exact, but it tells you how to. And then here I just use the trim command. Go ahead and trim, done. Delete that, done. And now I have a door. And so the trim command, let's go back to it, is tr spacebar, and you're going to select the objects you want to trim from here and here. Now hit the spacebar. Now I want to select the objects I want to delete. I could delete here because it's within that, or the opposite here, and that's exactly what I want. Boom, done. Here, delete, control, save, and that one is done. Alright, so we also have a 30-inch door. So Control-Shift-S and change this from 36 to 30. Now we have to make a 30-inch. So I'm going to go ahead and use the stretch command. Move this down. Let me see, Control-L. I want to use ortho to make sure I'm going straight down. And this was 36 inch, so I need it to 30. I need to move it down 6 inches. Done. And then I'm just going to do the same thing. Make construction lines 30 inch. There you go. Escape, circle, spacebar, create circle. Done. Trim, TR, spacebar, select objects, spacebar, delete. Done. And that is the 30-inch door. So Control S for save, Control Shift S, and we need to make a double door. And so that's let's see, door 2-36. Save that. And actually, let me go ahead and open the 36-inch door. Because here's what we're going to do. We're going to copy this, Control C. Done with that. No thank you. Go back to here. Let's delete this. Control V. And now I want to put it at 0, 0, 0. Enter. Alright. Here we're going to use the mirror command. So you select the items you want to mirror, and all we're going to do is flip this on a copy on N. Mirror command is awesome. So MI for mirror, spacebar, and we're going to pick the axis of rotation. And the axis of rotation depends on where you select your base point. I'm selecting my base point right here because I need to rotate it right there. And it's asking me, do I want to delete the source object? The source object is highlighted in blue. Since we need both doors, we probably should not delete that. So you can hit N for no and hit enter. Or if you do want to delete it, you can hit Y for yes. So N for no, enter, and we're done. It's that simple. And that's on page 3-25. I'm going to go ahead and save. Control S, Control Shift S. Now we need to make the ceiling fan. That is CLG-FAN. And notice in architecture we do like to use short paraphrased words. So CLG is ceiling fan. I mean, we like to do that because we do know that our mind can fill in the gaps, especially looking at pictures. And so let me go and delete this. All right. Here we are going to use the array command. And so what we need to do is we need to draw a circle. And let's dump that into the... And it needs to be 8-inch diameter, so 4-inch radius. Enter. And now we need to make the fan blades. So we have dimensions given to us on page 3-27. And let's make a rectangle. So REC spacebar rectangle. And it doesn't matter where I start. I need to make a rectangle that is 5 inches wide. Tab, and let's see, 1 foot 3 inches. There we go. And now we need to make this little curvature right here. Again, I like to use circle. And I know that from here to here is what we need. And what we can do is we can take this part and use it to trim. And we need to move this up from here to this endpoint. And now we can trim here and here. Done. We can move this from here to here. We also need to move it away down 1 inch. There we go. And now we're going to get into the array command. All right, and how to use the array command, it's really simple. AR for array, AR, spacebar. We select the objects we want to array. And it says to select, in the text, it says select polar array. Well, I selected the items I want to array. Now I hit the spacebar, and here's polar. Now I specify the base point. I want 4 blades across this circle. So I'm going to hit that right there. And then, wow, this all shows up. But you see here, items, we just need to adjust this to 4. Hit enter, and we're done. Hit close array, and that's it. Ceiling fan is done. Oh, ceiling fan 1 is done. Looks like we need to do ceiling fan number 2. So Control S, Control Shift S, and ceiling fan number 2. Save. Oops, sorry about that. All right. So on this one, we need to go from 4 blades to 5. Enter. Done. It's that easy. Control S. And so that's just showing you how you can just go back into any array and adjust the amount of items that you want to array. And that was that. Okay, and now we are getting into the handicap symbol. So let me hit Control S, Control Shift S, and let's change this into and I don't know why it says HC, and I think the author is old. It should be ADA symbol. And not HC. HC was an older term that America used for the people that required or that had disabilities or have disabilities. And our current code reflects that. This textbook should reflect that, but it doesn't. And so it tells me a little bit about the author. He's a little bit old school, and I don't know if he means anything by it, but if you're offended by it, this is part of our history, and I am letting you know the difference. We used to call it handicap, now we call it Americans with Disabilities Act symbol. So here we go. Let's go ahead and delete that. All right, so we need a rectangle. And 0, 0, 0, enter. So we need 3, 7, tab 4, 2. And we need this symbol. We need to create this symbol. And so I am creating right now the wheels for the wheelchair. I want to say, let's see, get out of ortho. Let's move this right here. There we go. That should do it. And now let's draw the person. And here we go. Here we go. And by the way, this is an international symbol. So you'll see this all over the world. Okay, so let's offset this by 6 inches. Let's see what that looks like. A little much. Let's try 4 inches. That seems perfect. So we can use fillet and make sure it's at 0. Radius is at 0, so fillet, radius, 0, and we can do this. Here, here. And we're just doing a little bit of cleanup. And that's that. Circle. Let's draw a circle here. Let's make it a little bit bigger. There we go. Let's stretch this. Here we go. And now trim. So TR, and then hit the space bar twice. Check this out. Boom, boom. Done. And it looks like we got a little bit of a line here. So TR, space bar twice. Done. Check that out. We're starting. So let's offset this 4 inch. And now let's do a little bit of cleanup. I kind of want to use this same angle, copy. That might not be right. So let's try offset 3 inches. Yeah, that looks better. Copy. This probably could have been angled a little bit more. Let's rotate. That's what happens when you rotate, and there we go. CO. Let's copy that. Actually, let's just copy this. CO, copy, and then CO, copy. Okay. So we need to make a little adjustment here. Offset 4. There we go. Offset 4. Line. There we go. Fillet. And then fillet. Alright. So we're going to use this and this to trim here and here. We're also going to trim there we go. So I'm going to trim using the double space bar. Boom. And this goes a lot quicker. And there you go. You have the, oh, we forgot the arms. My bad. Control L. There we go. Offset 4. Okay. And here's another command, extend. So EX spacebar, select the line I want to extend to, and bam. There you have it. Trim, double, good, and good. And there you have it. There is the ADA. And I probably could have made this bigger. And in fact, let's do that. Let's use scale. And let's make this a little bigger. Let's delete that. L. There we go. And let's move this. Move. Spacebar. And there we go. There we go. Alright, I'm good with that. So Control S. I saved. So don't forget to save this. And we don't need this anymore. Let's go ahead and submit all these drawings and PDF as well as the CAD file. And that is exercise 3-2, part 2. Thank you.